Welcome back to Our Boom. Animals face countless challenges in the wild every day, including encounters with power lines. Unfortunately, animals have a habit of putting themselves in dangerous situations as they constantly search for food. They often find themselves in the wrong place at the wrong time, leading to devastating consequences for themselves. If you're curious to see what happens when animals come into contact with electricity, buckle up, this video is for you. Today's episode will continue to witness the incredible moments when animals encounter electricity. These moments are sure to leave you speechless. Let's get started. The urban jungle, now the new home for wild monkeys. In the city, the familiar jungle of wild monkeys has been replaced by a completely new scene. Trees have given way to towering power poles, and the vines have become tangled electric wires. However, the monkeys don't seem to mind much. They move between buildings like skilled acrobats, enjoying life in the city. But not all man-made structures are safe. Some pose deadly dangers. Monkeys often visit train stations where trains rush by. Crowds of passengers swarm, and leftover food from lunch becomes their treasure. For the monkeys, their favorite game is swinging on power lines. With excitement and bold instincts, they climb the power poles with ease. But this thrilling game doesn't always end well. In one tragic incident, a monkey caused a short circuit, sparking a massive fire. It got stuck on the wire, and the flames scorched its body for a long time before it fell to the ground, leaving nothing but a charred corpse. Sadly, in this case, everything ended in tragedy for the poor monkey, with no one able to save it, as it remained stuck on the power pole for a long time. It's quite funny to watch the titular baboons trying to get over the electric fence. They are often shocked, which makes them a bit uncomfortable. But if they fail on the first try, they will not give up easily. With perseverance, some baboons find ways to sneak into human territory, a place they deeply desire. Swinging on power lines is an exciting pastime for many monkeys. They usually manage to do it successfully without any harm, but sometimes things go wrong. Electricity, unforgiving of any mistake, becomes a serious threat. For baby monkeys, climbing to the top of the power pole to get a better view seems like an exciting game. But mischief like this is often full of risks and serious consequences. Their boldness, though entertaining, is a double-edged sword when facing such a dangerous environment. Horse gets electrocuted. This is a dramatic scene captured by CCTV. A man is leading his beautiful horse, tying it to a tree, and then begins to bathe it. But soon after, the horse suddenly becomes weak and collapses to the ground. The man quickly rushes over to check, but as soon as he touches the horse, he too is electrocuted and falls to the ground. Both the man and the animal lie motionless, even twitching. Luckily, the family arrived quickly. A woman in the household rushed to pull the man out of danger. He quickly got up, still panicked, and ran toward the house without explaining what happened. So, what exactly happened? While tying the horse to the tree, the rope accidentally made contact with a live wire. The electricity passed through the horse and affected the man when he made contact with it. Although the electrical switch was turned off in time, The horse remained still, motionless on the ground. Looking at the horse, the man couldn't hide his worry. This wasn't just any horse, it was a valuable one, possibly very expensive. The question remains, will this beautiful horse survive this unfortunate incident? Elephant gets electrocuted. A heartbreaking scene occurred when a baby elephant accidentally got caught in an electric fence and was continuously shocked. The mother elephant, using all her strength, tried to pull her baby out of the dangerous situation, but it wasn't easy. Fortunately, a man appeared just in time, rushing in to help and attempting to free the baby elephant. After several struggles, he managed to help it get up. At that moment, the whole herd of elephants gathered around the baby, protecting and checking to ensure it was safe. The larger elephants used their trunks to grab food, but their large size sometimes caused them to inadvertently touch the electric fence. While the shock typically only causes a tingling sensation like being tickled, stronger fences can cause serious consequences. In some cases, powerful elephants manage to break through electric fences to enjoy the freedom outside. However, with higher voltage wires, once the elephants make contact, the shock can be so severe that they collapse to the ground. Will the baby elephant in this story survive? Bear gets electrocuted. This bear became overly bold when trying to break into a chicken coop. After breaking the door and part of the wire mesh, the chicken coop owner decided to install an electric fence. With support from the USDA, United States Department of Agriculture, the electric fence was installed to the right standards, strong enough to deter animals without causing serious harm. In another video, a young bear tests the electric fence around a feeding station. This was the only solution the owner could come up with to prevent the bear from knocking over the feeder. In Alaska, electric fences keep polar bears at bay. In the video, a mother bear and her 2 cubs are trying to figure out why the fence is there. When they notice something is wrong, the mother bear decides to move her cubs as far away as possible. Polar bears often destroy tents or anything else when they search for food. As a result, camping areas in polar bear regions often need to have good protective measures, like electric fences to keep hungry bears out. In this scene, the bear is in shock listening to electronic music. Dog gets shocked electric fence. This dog didn't expect the fence to be electrified. It calmly walks up to the electric fence and instantly feels the chill down its spine. 2 dogs are excited to meet new friends on the other side of the fence. And then, it happens. But what's really funny is the donkey standing there continuously laughing at the dog, clearly used to this situation. In this moment, the dog unintentionally ends up giving itself a shock, leaving its friends stunned. Snake gets shocked. A group of tourists in the Philippines encountered a cobra on an electric line on their first day. One of the men in the group said he was shocked when he saw this. I don't know why this massive snake decided to climb up the electric pole, but when a worker tried to pull it down with a stick, the snake resisted and held on tight. I'm not sure if it got shocked a few times on the way up, but eventually they managed to bring it down safely and bag it up. The snake tried to get into a chicken coop, but the electric fence didn't just stop it, it killed it. Maybe snakes aren't the best animals to be near electric fences. Crocodile versus electric eel. It seemed like this eel was about to be hunted by a crocodile, but the crocodile might be in for a surprise. Little did it know the eel could generate a powerful electric shock. One of South America's top predators, the electric eel, uses a strange hunting strategy. It emits an electric shock to paralyze its prey. Each shock can reach up to 860 volts, immediately stunning the target. The eel can discharge continuously, ensuring its prey is killed on the spot if necessary. When a crocodile tries to grab an electric eel, it feels the shock and cannot withstand it. Stunned, the crocodile instantly tries to escape, but is unable to. The eel is merely defending itself, but by the time the crocodile realizes it won't win again the eel, it's already too late. Leopard gets electrocuted. A leopard climbed up a high-voltage power pole, got stuck, and tragically was electrocuted to death. It's hard to understand what it was looking for up there. Food, a way out, or simply curiosity leading the way. Chicken and electric shocks. The owner of this farm let their chickens get used to the newly installed electric fence, but the chickens kept running into it multiple times. Even as they grew older, they continued to push against the fence, never learning their lesson. One chicken decided to climb a power pole to get a better view of its surroundings, but things quickly went wrong when it got electrocuted and disappeared. Crow gets electrocuted. After being electrocuted on a power line, a crow was remembered by visitors who came to pay their respects with flowers to honor its short life. Crows are curious but intelligent birds. It seems this crow sensed danger when it got too close to the power line and managed to back away just before being thrown into oblivion. A massive distribution line was being used as a playground by a large flock of birds. Watch what happens when all the birds take off at once. A huge explosion occurs, possibly killing many of the culprits in the process. Cow gets electrocuted. This young cow quickly realized it shouldn't get too close to the electric fence after receiving a small shock and backing away. After a few such shocks, animals tend to understand not to touch the fence. These cows were surrounded by an electric fence, and every time one cow touched the fence, the whole herd stepped back. It's fascinating to watch. You don't have to climb a power pole to get shocked. That becomes clear when this cow stepped into a puddle right next to a power pole and collapsed, dying because the ions in the water easily conducted electricity. Electricity and water are a dangerous combination, capable of causing severe electric shocks. Any puddle can become a hazard if a live electrical source is submerged in it. Squirrel gets shocked. This squirrel got a light shock while strolling along the electric fence. It reacted to the shock and ran off. Later, it tried to steal food from a container, but got shocked again and fell to the ground. It came back to try again, but the result was the same. It might need a few more shocks to learn the lesson. It seems the homeowner had been trying to keep squirrels away, but after 5 months they came back, so he set up an electric system to keep them out. Despite getting shocked multiple times, this squirrel wasn't giving up its quest for food. Deer and electric fence. These people were tired of a deer eyeing their vegetable garden, so they put up an electric fence. When the deer tried to have breakfast, the shock made it give up right away. The property owner bought a new electric fence to stop the deer from entering his garden, and was very pleased that the animals had stayed away from the fence. Fox gets electrocuted. This fox wanted to cross the fence, probably to find food or prey, but the electric fence shocked it, causing the fox to retreat. It realized it couldn't pass through, so it left. The curious fox looked through the fence, but when it touched its nose to it, it discovered the fence was alive and got shocked. tiger gets electrocuted. The tiger in this video lives in an area surrounded by an electric fence. When it touched the fence, a mild shock startled it, making the tiger think carefully before touching it again. Cat gets electrocuted. This cat accidentally touched an electric fence in the garden. After being shocked, the cat immediately jumped back and quickly ran off. Cats usually have very fast reflexes, but in this case, the shock disoriented it for a moment. While the shock wasn't fatal, the cat learned its lesson and didn't return near the electric fence again. Some pet owners might think that cats are not affected much, but it's clear that all animals need to be protected from such dangers. These somewhat humorous shock moments, when animals intrude and collide with human-made structures, serve as a reminder of the importance of protecting the environment, and both domestic and wild animals. We need to raise awareness of the presence of animals in their natural habitats and take preventative measures to minimize unnecessary accidents. Always be careful and respect the nature around us. We hope you find this video informative and interesting. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on more exciting content in the future. If you like this video, support us by watching other videos on the channel and hitting the notification bell so you never miss a better video. Thank you, and see you in the next one.